Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we've done it. We have shoved Garlemald right back out of Eorzea, we've destroyed the Ultima weapon, defeated the Black Wolf, and kicked La Habrea right back out of Thancred. Everything is looking up. Huge amounts of stress are off of Eorzea's back, and hopefully we can now begin to move forward. Hopefully begin to make peace with the tribes, because oh goodness, has Eorzea really dug itself a hole with how horribly it's treated the tribes. Hopefully things will continue to look up as we head forward. We know the Ascians were helping, the Ascians and Garlemald were both helping to aggravate the situation with the tribes, the conflict with them. Hopefully now that that's all gone, we'll be able to actually make headway in making amends and making peace. Now then, we can't afford to relax too much as the major threats are gone. We still have a lot of work to do. In Satora's story, she's effectively been given leave from the Scions to do whatever she would like for the time being, basically given a vacation for her efforts for stopping the Ultima weapon and being such a big part of Operation Archon. Though, my goodness, that was a huge operation. Everyone really came together fantastically for it. I don't currently know exactly what date Operation Archon occurred on. I will get that information to you, I think, with the first main story quest of patch 2.1, which will be the Price of Principles. We'll get to that in due time. For now, we've got a few weeks of miscellaneous post-game stuff. But for now, it's a Sunday episode, and that means we're taking care of side quests. Specifically, we're going to be taking care of side quests that became available when we completed the Black Wolf's ultimatum, so they've been available since earlier this week. We just didn't get around to them because there were more urgent things happening. Hello there, Slav Swiss. Slav Swiss has a plan that requires an adventurer's aid. Read the riptides and the winds and brace yourself for the coming storm. Learned as much when I sailed as a yellow jacket, The wisdom of the seas has served me just as well on land. The beast tribes are a storm in the brewing, and neither the Scions nor the city-states can allow themselves to be caught unawares. Nay, we must strike first and nip the storm in the bud. I'd start with the kobolds. I reckon they've grown a bit too big for their breeches of late. One more thing I learned as a yellow jacket is that your ship is only as steady as your crew. Before taking on the kobolds, I have a mind to round up some new allies. In Camp Overlook, you'll find a crew of pirates who've given up pillaging and plundering and now fly the flag of the Maelstrom. I'd bring them on board to fight the kobold menace, but I have a notion that an honest plea from yourself would be more convincing. Might you travel to Camp Overlook and speak to Commander Bloyden in my stead? You'd be doing us a great service, Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of this plan. As I have mentioned, the kobolds have largely done nothing wrong. All of their actions are in self-defense after we broke treaties with them. They don't deserve this shit. And yet... Hang on, what quest is that? That is... Oh, we'll be getting to that eventually. Alright, before we head off to meet up in Camp Overlook, though, I'm going to head over to the Arcanist Guild. And there's going to be a real brief, not quite actually a quest that we can do over here. Hello there, Thubergeme. And Eggy by any other name. Thubergeme desires your help with an experiment. Well, if it isn't Satora, precisely the woman I wish to see. You will recall Demetra of the Sons of St. Quinoc. Well, she has recently finished compiling her research into summoning and was kind enough to send a copy of it to our guild. I was pleased to note that you are listed as a collaborator. I must say it is quite a fascinating read, especially the section covering those essences of primals called Eggy. You are able to manifest the beings, yes? I am. Wonderful, in which case I should like your assistance with an experiment. If you are willing, pray join me in the practice area. I will reveal the details there. This will be a real quick thing. Just wanted to take care of it while we were in the Lominson area. It's actually kind of a follow-up to another quest we did a while ago. But it's available once you finish level 50 summoning. Maybe it's available sooner, actually. I think it's only available once you finish level 50 summoning, though. My apologies for the wait. To begin with, might I ask you to call forth an Eggy? I should very much like to see one with mine own eyes. Mayhap the Ifrit Eggy would be suitable. I understand that it was the first such being to be summoned. Yes, a most impressive being indeed. Created, according to Ymitra, in the image of the entity which one most closely associates with fire, Ifrit. It is my hypothesis that the same fundamental principle could be employed to alter the form of an Eggy, by calling to mind another image. Pray summon the Ifrit Eggy again, but this time focus your consciousness upon a carbuncle. It shouldn't be difficult given the bond you share. Brilliant! My theory holds. When it takes the form of carbuncle, there's no mistaking, whilst it takes the form of carbuncle, there's no mistaking its ethereal composition. I should not imagine that the abilities it wields have changed. For all intents and purposes, it is still an Ifrit Eggy, but now we know that there is no limit to an Eggy's appearance. Well, I must be returning to my post. Let us continue this upstairs. As you may well be able to guess, we are unlocking a feature called Pet Glamours. This is something we unlocked a while ago as Scholar, though the Scholar version is actually fairly new, while the Summoner version is quite old. It was added a long time ago. I believe well before I started playing the game. Filbergame will finish explaining upstairs, but you can probably guess exactly what it can do. Satora, you have my thanks for indulging me. This experiment has unearthed a new world of possibility for arcane entities, and I hope you will find use for the discovery. Alright, we can use Pet Glamour to change an Eggy's appearance. We can make Garuda Eggy appear as Ruby Carbuncle, or similarly, for any of the Eggies, we can make them look like any other Eggy or Carbuncle, I believe. It is just a way to make your Eggies look exactly as you would like. Also very handy as a fun little fact. As we go on, the Eggies for Summoner are going to get bigger and bigger, and they actually start to become a bit of a problem. It becomes very hard to see what's happening in combat as your Eggies get bigger as we get stronger. So, another feature of Pet Glamours is we're able to make our Eggies small, or big, or whatever size we want. Which is going to be very helpful for making things actually visible. But I'll probably end up doing that setup off screen once we actually have the bigger Eggies. For now, let's go ahead and fly on up to Camp Overlook. We made our way up here to Camp Overlook, up in outer Lenosia, to the west of the Cobalt Dig if you come from Camp Bronze Lake, and to the east if you come from more towards the Aleport area. Hello there, Bloiden. I have come to assist with the kobolds, though I feel like there are better solutions than whatever you're planning, judging from what I've been told of the mission. Adventure, eh? With a message from Slapswiss, you say? Eh? A preemptive strike to take the wind out of the kobolds' sails before they can mount an attack. And shoot or recruit old buccaneers like us for the effort. This, when even Admiral Merlvib has her hands full with the damn beasts. Why, that's either the most barnacle-brained idea I've ever heard, or the most bloody brilliant. Gah! I'll confess I had my doubts when I heard she was leaving the Yellow Jackets, but I see that wench is as salty a sea dog as ever. This should prove most interesting. Alright, a kobold initiative done. Let's get started on this preemptive strike that I am not particularly a fan of, but... before we continue on with Bloiden's section of this, we're going to see what other quests are available in the area. Honor the Fallen. Famaja wears a sorrowful expression on her face. We'd faced danger countless times together ever since our pirating days. That was until our last mission when the 5 of us set out together and only I returned. I'm not fool enough to hold out hope that my comrades still live, but not having so much as a scrap of thread to remember them by pains me like a saber in the gut. Why don't you go to the battlefield and bring back a memento of me fallen brothers? Sounds good. Everyone grieves differently, and I certainly understand wanting to have something of theirs to remember them with. Alright, oh dear. Well, this is off to a great start. We're under attack. Let's summon Juniper. Exterminate these grenades and this kobold that dared to attack us when we were just coming through to pick up some old debris that was left behind. Alright, there's one. Judging from the map, there's more in this area. Perhaps back this way a bit more. Or perhaps on the other side. Okay, we've got something over here to pick up. And the grenade's gonna leave us alone. Excellent. Oh, it feels good to have a working controller. I'm actually on my old original PS5 controller. I don't know how I managed to fix it, but I managed to fix it. I cleaned up the analog sticks with 99% isopropyl and on a Q-tip. I didn't like dump it on them. I'm not that stupid. But I just cleaned up the joysticks and it seems to be working, which is incredible, and I love it. The same did not work on the newer controller, so I'm going to look into sending it in for proper repairs. Though I might try one more time to fix it up. Still, it'll be good to have two functioning controllers, and the new one's still under warranty, so... yeah, it'll be good to have two functioning controllers just in case. Alright then, let's get back to Famaja. And then the remaining quests will all come from Bloiden. And that'll be every single quest in Outer Lenosia, period. Excellent. Hello there, Famaja. I bring you your mementos. Returned, have you? Did you find out of me fallen comrades? I did. I know it wouldn't have made no difference, but I just wish I could have been with him at the end. But any tears I shed would be little more than drops in the ocean. I must take up their fight and see that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. That is definitely also part of the issue perpetuating the conflict with the tribes. So many people have already been lost to the conflict and no one wants to see those deaths be, quote, in vain. So people perpetuate the conflict, hoping to be proven that their death was not just part of meaningless... I don't know how to say it respectfully, while also acknowledging that it is not a conflict that needs to be happening. Commander Bloiden has an idea as to how you might win over his men. We may fly the flag of the Maelstrom now, but in years past, me and my crew were some of the scurviest pirates to sail the seas. Traded in our Jolly Rogers for the Crimson and Black when Merlevib assumed the admiralship, aye? Our days of pillaging and plundering may be behind us, but a pirate never loses his nose for treasure and glory. If you can convince my crew that there's a fortune to be had in fighting the kobolds, I suspect you'd find the most agreeable to join in your cause. Say, for instance, if there was a healthy bounty for any buccaneer who made a name for himself or herself in the Kobold War. I believe something like that might just be arranged, aye? Why don't you convey the message to my men? So are you going to actually organize the bounty, or are we going to lie to them? A bounty on the kobolds. Cups of grog flowing over, bottomless bowls of grub, and bugs and wenches on each arm. Ah, that sounds like a right tasty proposition. And where did I put me cutlass? I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. I hate this. I've been meaning to buy a new peg leg for me hobbled mate, and this bounty you speak of will let me do just that. Raise the mast. Tomorrow I set sail for kobold territory. That makes it even worse, honestly. Exploiting people's genuine need for, like, resources for their friends and family. I swore to myself that my pirating days were through, but deep within I've always longed to sail the open seas again. This is a chance I've been waiting for. Alright, one more. A bounty for finding the kobolds? Well, why'd you not say so sooner? I've never cared much for the scurvy beasts. Tell the captain I'll be sailing east on the morrow. Alright. Well, that was a success, unfortunately. And yet, even as I complain that we are getting people to fight this pointless war for nothing, or for money, are we not doing exactly the same? I see you had little trouble winning over my crew. Once a pirate, always a pirate. The skull and crossbones of Limsa set sail once more, and I pity any beastmen caught in their wake. I'm having similar feelings to the more violent roots of Undertale, honestly. Same exact feeling that Undertale tries to invoke, and it's not comfortable at all. At all. Bloyden could use your aid in creating a diversion. Well, we can't let my man have all the fun now, can we? What say you join us in a little operation that's sure to hit the kobolds where it hurts the most, in the Crucible. As you know, the beasts pride themselves on their alchemical skills. We've located a hidden storehouse containing a prototype for a new Crucible. I don't know what it's capable of, and I'm not of a mind to find out. I would charge you with drawing the kobold's attention while my levy sees to the Crucible. Take these makeshift bombs to Iron Lake, where you'll find stores of sundry provisions belonging to the kobold army. I trust you'll know what to do from there, and mind you, the bigger the explosion, the better. Goody, we're blowing up their supplies. It's moments like this where I genuinely hate that I've committed to doing all the side quests in the game. Not even because, I genuinely do find the side quests in this game really interesting. A lot of people don't because the rewards aren't that good. But I'm the kind of person who really, really likes the lore. I really like how this game tells its lore and story. So I do really enjoy doing the side quests. But God, narratively, I hate that we're doing this. I'm in so much pain right now. I just gotta remind myself it's just a video game. Everything is fine. We can take this as a lesson on what not to do. Alright. Let's get out those bombs and blow up a crate. Let's hope this is just like, you know, war supplies, weapons and such. Things that I would like to destroy on both sides. Am I a hippie? Yeah, probably, actually. I think I've said so in the past. But there is nothing wrong with that. And I still don't know how to properly use perfect balance. I feel like this might be a good idea, using perfect balance to use boot shine multiple times in order to fill up the chakra gauge, so you can get the get your powerful chakra strike out more often. I feel like that might be the best way to do it. I need to look into the meta for Monk at some point. Okay, last one. Oh, and we have a fate. Let's get out of here. We've done everything we need to. Don't need to participate in the fate. Let's get back to Bloyden. Oh, yeah, and we can fly. That makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna try not to fly when we're in an actual, like, quest area. But maybe flying to and from the quest area might be fine. Flying is great, but it's very easy to abuse. Good work! Why, I reckon I heard those blasts all the way from here. You'll be pleased to know that the operation was a rousing success. The Crucible is no more. Aye, this should keep the kobolds quiet for a spell. Nothing like the pleasure of a job well done. I reckon the grog we guzzle tonight will be the finest we've had in months. Alright. Last quest for Outer Lenosia. Bloyden would have you deliver a message. The Pirates of Limsa have added another chapter to our legend, and we couldn't have done it without you. On behalf of my entire crew, you have my thanks, adventure. In a perfect world, the mere word of our triumph would convince any pirate captain still sailing aimlessly in search of treasure to quit their plundering and fight the good fight. But I know as well as any that the coin is quickest, and oftentimes the only, a way to a pirate's heart. I've drafted a full report of the operation along with a suggestion that the Maelstrom institute generous rewards for any pirate, be he captain, cook, or swab, who contributes to their cause. I'd be most obliged if you could deliver it to Commander Riki. And after you do that, send my regards to Slapswiss. Tell her I'm waiting for her. You know what? If the mission was confined to just destroying, like, weaponry, I can make myself be fine with that. But it's only fine. I hate this so much. Like, you still straight up calls it out in the Titan arc. We instituted all the aggressions against the kobolds. We had a peace treaty. Everything was fine. We fucked it up and ruined it. What quest do you have? Okay, I think I know what that is. Like, we're the ones who fucked it all up. We're the ones who deserve... You know my opinions. Did you, by any chance, come from the direction of Camp Overlook? There seems to have been quite the commotion there. Yeah, Operation Crucible down is a rousing success, even though you had nothing to do with it, and I have no idea how Maelstrom's actually going to react to pirates taking up initiative like this. A report from Commander Bloyden. What's this? The Kobold's Crucible is no more? Those damn scurvy fools. Loose cannons to the last. And I'm glad they're on our side. I'll gladly issue them a special commendation and 100,000 gil for each crewman who contributed to the effort. The nerve of the man! While the exact amount will have to be negotiated, I see no reason to be stingy with our coffers if a bounty here or there would convince capable men to join our cause. I shall take Commander Bloyden's proposition to command. Alright, well, I'm glad, I guess. Alright then, let's head back to the Waking Sands. Go report into Slapswiss. And then we can move on to the next quest available for us here in the Waking Sands. Hello there, Slapswiss. The seas have carried you back to me, I see. I've caught wind of me erstwhile matey's triumph and your contributions as well. You'd have made for a fine pirate yourself, aye? Bringing the pirates together with promises of treasure and glory, that's a Bloyden I know, aye? And from what I hear, it's already caught the ear of many a buccaneer. Bloyden and I go back a ways, we do. We were comrades, friends, and even more than that on occasion, if my memory serves. I've got nothing but respect for the man, but building a proper army out of old buccaneers won't be easy. Any idea he comes up with, you can bet Admiral Merlevib's already had it. Treasure and glory are all well and good, but do you know what truly calls a pirate to the open sea? Freedom, and that's something that the Maelstrom can never offer. But I can only hope that others of me kind answer the call, aye? Then, and only then, can I be sure that my decision to part with me Yellow Jacket comrades was the right one. Alright, next up. I think next we're gonna do Right Oifs. Wow. I need to get my eyes checked, or my glasses prescription checked. Radolf would have you lend your assistance to the Maelstrom cause. I call upon you as a fellow Scion, Zadora, to assist our allies in meeting a mutual objective. The Maelstrom needs every sword it can summon to stifle the Sahagin advance. I implore you to journey to Camp Skull Valley, discuss the matter with Falk Brita, and render what remedy you can. Alright, back to Limsa. This time heading out to Camp Skull Valley. Which means, oh, we're going to have a big chunk of quests out in Western Lenosia. I'm seeing a good 10 of them. Wow, we're going to be here a little bit, it seems. Alright then, let's fly off to Camp Skull Valley. Check in with Falk Brita. Actually, real quick. Okay, there are a couple additional quests we can do before we help out with Falk Brita. But we'll check in with her after. Let's do these additional quests first. Alright, so first up at the South Tide Gate, we're going to speak with Stolret. Oh dear. Okay, is that TH going to be a th sound, or is the H more silent, or how's this one work? I can't do that. I'm going to go with Stolret. Stolret hopes to send you out on a hunt. You seem an adventurer in need of work, and here I am, a man in need of dead sea wasps. Perhaps we might help each other. Mind you, I have no interest in chewing on the viscous vermin myself, but my brother can't seem to get enough of them, the uncouth cad. I'll not stand to watch him stuff his gob full of those prickly pests one more day. Ah, what I wouldn't give to see the look on his face when I tell him you've hunted down all his precious sea wasps. But don't expect me to reward you without proof. I'll need to see their rotting carcasses first. You have a competition with your brother over dead sea wasps? Well then, let's go meet up with said brother and see what you have to say. Hello, Nortmon. Nortmon would like to enlist your help in order to help boost his troops' morale. If you'd care to help our cause, I'd petition you to hunt down some sea wasps and bring their umbrellas for us to eat. Our worst enemy atop these walls is sinking morale, and the true taste of Limsa helps remind us what we're fighting for. You bet I'm gonna do a 2-in-1. We should go on foot. I could just fly over to our destination, but I should go on foot. No, flying's really nice and convenient, but it feels weird to just skip over the entire trek through Sahagin territory. Especially since flying wasn't actually added to A Realm Reborn until like 5.3, so until like the end of the epilogue of Shadowbringers. Like, flying in A Realm Reborn areas is definitely a newer thing. It is not how you're intended to play through these areas. Alright, so we just need to kill 8 sea wasps, and that should be enough to satisfy both of you at once. Aren't I so clever getting both quests at the same time? Alright, let's get hunting. Seriously, look how smart I am. Taking care of 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, that's 4 down already. Off to a great start over here. Yeah, I think that might be the best way to use perfect balance, honestly. To get extra chakra out of Boot Shine. Seems like the best use of that ability. Still, I do really need to look into the actual proper meta. There might be better uses for it that I'm just not thinking of. Okay, one more. Oh god. Did not mean to piss you off. And we're out of sea wasps. Alright, I suppose we can wait around for a minute or two while we wait for them to respawn. Can't believe we cleared them all out. That can't be right. That really can't be right. Seriously, they're all dead? Which means there's only 7 in this area, not 8. That seems odd. Maybe I wasn't supposed to kill them that quickly. Maybe I was supposed to go a little slower so they have time to respawn. Here we go. Yeah, seems like the best use of perfect balance might be go through to demolish, and then use boot shine, perfect balance, and then 3 boot shines. And then another boot shine to start up the combo again. Alright, well, good news. I don't feel so bad about flying now that we've actually made it here. We're just heading back now. And now we've completed 2 quests at once. I'm a genius. which leaves, I believe, 8 quests left for Western Lenosia. I trust you're busy delivering those sea wasp souls to the deep. Just make sure you don't give their corpses to my brother. Okay, but your brother wants to cook them into food. Now this is what I deem a proper slaughter. Excellent. All that remains is to determine how to dispose of the wretched things. I suppose there must be somebody in my brigade that can stomach them. You seem like a bit of an asshole, I'm gonna be honest. It's almost funny. Your brother just wants to, feed his troops. You just want to be a nuisance to your brother. I imagine you've come bearing my sea wasp umbrellas, unless you've turned coat and given them to my brother, that is. I would never do such a thing. Never. Well, quite a catch indeed. Ha, splendid. Tonight we'll feast on the jellyfish while my jealous fish of a brother drinks in his tears. It'll be glorious. Alright, no rewards that seem worth it. Yeah, we already have all those. Okay, now are we ready to check in with Falk Brita, or did another quest pop up? No new quest popped up, so we're checking with Falk Brita. If you have come seeking Falk Brita of the Maelstrom, congratulations, you have found her. Although I suppose in truth it is I who have been seeking you. Camp Skull Valley overlooks the Sahagin 4, the sea-sucking hordes right under her bony nose. We are the dam against the rising tide of savagery. Alright, what are we doing to fight against the Sahagin? Falk Brita would like to have a word with you. I won't waste your time with niceties. As we speak, a ship is bound for Ailport where it will re-provision. The ship carries precious freight, crystals from the Isles of Umbra, which it is set to consign to Maelstrom couriers. Yet loose lips have let the fishbacks gain wind of the plan. Were these crystals to fall into Sahagin hands, it would bring them that much closer to reawakening Leviathan, a contingency we can ill abide. I ask that you see to the safety of the crystals. My subordinate, Ururu Kogururu, will await you at Ailport. Okay, let's see what we can do to help. Definitely don't want to contribute to any primal summonings. That would just cause unnecessary damage for everyone. Alright, are you up on the wall? You are up on the wall. I take it you're the scion I spoke of. I'd imagine someone more imposing. Rude. You do know who... I don't want to pull that card. I don't want to pull that card. But it is kind of funny when people don't recognize you. Nevertheless, the ship won't be in for some while. We'll need to load the ship as soon as she arrives, so as to lend no license to Sahagin interlopers. You'll do the most help at the pier. Sounds good. Let's get down to the pier and be ready to load up that ship. Hello there, Dawson. And just who in Eorzea are you supposed to be? They hired an adventurer? No one told me about an adventurer. Well, I suppose you might as well make yourself useful. Bring the supplies from the wharf to the pier so the ship can re-provision as soon as she docks. That should help. Alright, sounds good. Let's get those supply boxes and carry them down. Alright, there's one. Here's number 2. And anything else we need to bring. Oh, another box. Goody, goody. Do love me this hard labor. Alright, looks like that's all of it. Well, you're a quick worker. I forgot my name. I forgot to tell you my name. The name's Dawson. I oversee every crate that washes up and ships out of here. Go back and let your Maelstrom masters know that this load is in ship shape. No more for you to do here, no sir. Alright, sounds good. Best of luck with getting those crystals out. Oh my goodness! Well, okay then. So that's how the tortoise flies. I'm not touching the controller right now. I am touching nothing on the controller. All right then, that is dizzying. Excellent, you've done all you can for now. Just make sure you're prepared when the time comes for the ship to leave port. Sounds good. Now what do you have for me? Ururu Kogururu has tidings regarding the shipment of crystals. Your ship's come in. Head over to the pier and see to it those crystals reach their destination. Alright, sounds good. Let's go talk to Dawson. And make sure everything is ship shape. Hello there, Dawson. She's all restocked and ready to go. Hop aboard, if you think that's best. Help! Serpent Reavers are at the gates! Serpent Reavers? Those traitorous Horsons. Whatever in Eorzea could they possibly be doing here? I cut bait with my cargo to escape with my life, but they're still out there. Huh, waiting for us to try and reclaim the consignment, no doubt. Lucky for you, this adventure here is going to give those bastards what for. Are those face tattoos normal for pirates? I'll hang back here and make sure no one lays a hand on the Maelstrom freight. The ship will stay docked until you're done taking care of the Reavers. I've been getting vibes from Dawson for a minute or two. And for some reason, those tattoos remind me of the Serpent Reavers. I don't know. I don't remember how this quest line goes, but I do know that he has been giving me slightly odd vibes. He seems rather eager for us to not be around, and this is very conveniently timed. Alright, hello there, Reavers. I'm afraid I'm gonna need to make some quick work of you. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. Let's get back to the ship and make sure everything's okay. Took them down nice and quick, so hopefully that wasn't enough of an opportunity for anything to happen. Ship's gone. Oh, goody, 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 goody. Something sure happened. Come to think of it, Dawson has no sort of name for a Rogadine. I was a fool not to realize earlier. Fret not over my wounds. The ship is all that matters. Afraid I couldn't put up much of a fight. That duplicate Dawson may be a fake, but the axe he wields is plenty real. What in the name of the Navigator happened here? You must be the adventurer the Scion sent. My name is Dawson. I was sent from Melvin's Gate to oversee the freight here at Aleport, yet the freight is nowhere to be seen. Another Dawson? You mean to say that an imposter has been handling my freight? And now the ship is missing. This was no mere prank. Treachery's afoot. You must notify Falkbrita without delay. Yep, I had bad vibes. I genuinely didn't remember that that's how it went down, but I had a feeling that it was going to go like that. Crap. And yeah, Dawson is definitely not the type of name you would see out of a Rogadine. You're either going to see a name like Curious Gorge, or you're going to see a name like, well, Falkbrita. And Dawson is nothing like either of them. Word of our folly has beaten you to me. So consumed were we with the dangers of the Sahagin at sea that we left ourselves open on land. Though this scalawaggery took place on shore, I haven't any doubt 'twas the Reavers' doing. We've pieced together the identity of our fraudulent freight bearer, the dread pirate Drysnackle. It is only fitting that the silver-tongued snake calls the serpent's tongue home. The Sahagin we were prepared for, but not the Serpent Reavers. We sealed ourselves against the danger on the horizon, only to fall to the danger at our very feet. Yep, this is a problem indeed, and now a whole bunch of quests are available. Let's start with Aelis's quest. Aelis bears grim work for an accomplished adventure. Beyond Tide Day lays the Sahagin land base, whence the fishbacks mean to launch an attack. Though we cannot forestall their advance, we might give them pause with a sudden strike. I need you to make 4 Sahagin serve as cautionary tale for the rest. Alright, gonna go take care of some Sahagin invaders. Oh my god, the turtle. The Adamantoids. This is really how it flies. They really do have some interesting flight animations in this game. Alright, let's take care of some Sahagin. Take you down to at least lighten the threat while we figure out how we're gonna get the shipment back. If we can get the shipment back. There's 2. Oh, we've got a hunt target here. I'm going to ignore that. We haven't even unlocked the hunt yet, so no point dealing with that quite yet. Okay, looks like that's all of it. Back to Alice. A job well done. Let us see how the fishbacks fancy that. Each day, the hordes of slimy Sahagin soldiers threaten to take our beloved gates. I pray the day never comes, but prayer alone will not suffice. Thanks to you, today will not be that day. Alright, we get, our choice of earrings, though we don't need them because we have Menfina's earrings, so I'll take the money. Next up, let's work with Ujigal. To catch a cutthroat, Ujigal needs a strong adventure to eliminate the dread pirate Drisnuggle. Ah, yes, the man who just tricked us. Have to hand it to the villain Drisnuggle. He's got gall. Most men wanted for his 64 counts wouldn't dare leave the safety of the Serpent's Tongue. No doubt he scurried back there by now. It's only a matter of time until the crystals end up in Sahagin hands and we're all drowned in Leviathan's wake. Drisnuggle's cutthroat among cutthroats. He wields his axe with sharp wit and crushing strength. Needless to say, seeking him out and rendering justice will be far from easy. The navigator guide your blade. Alright, let's go hunt him down. We could fly there, we could. That takes us back to where we fought the sea wasps. Alright, we went there on foot earlier. It's faster to fly. Let's just fly this time. I'm gonna try not to be weird about it. It's not a big deal. Alright, back at the Serpent's Tongue. No, Sea Wasp, I'm not fighting you. I'm not here for you. Calm down. I'm here for this guy. You tricked us, you jerk. And I won't stand for that. Okay, down he goes. Beautiful. Now if we can just clear you out. Ah, crap. Don't stun me. Oh, God. This is bad. That got bad quickly. And you're the last one, I believe? Okay, let's quickly get back to Ujigal now that we've gotten revenge on the jerk who tricked us. I swear, that fate runs, like, at every opportunity it can. Also, how are you doing, Juniper? You're almost to rank 13. Nice. Aha! And here I feared I was sending you to your death. Glad you gave that rapscallion Drisnuggle his comeuppance. A woman who can dispense justice will always have a place by my side. Indeed, I am so glad that we were able to deal with him. But we did not get the crystals back. That'll definitely be an upcoming objective. Atsatrak seeks a sword hand swift and stout. Serpent Reavers are pirates who will take the Sahagin's god as their own. What sorry sort of pirates offers prayers to Leviathan? Like all zealots, their fervor grows with their numbers. Subtracting 5 fanatics from their fold ought to dampen their fire for a while. Alright. Back we go to the Serpent's Tongue. Let's go take care of some Serpent Reavers. cull their numbers. Alright, let's see. Plenty of them for us to fight. Let's get to work. Okay, yeah, this does feel like the proper use for perfect balance. It's working pretty well, I gotta say. That makes me happy. There's 2. Three, and you two will be 4 and 5. Hey, no, you're not allowed to heal. That's not permitted. How dare you? I guess you'll be number 5 then in that case. Sure, let's take an extra. We're just doing our job and then a little extra. Make sure they really don't try and attack Limsa for a bit. Alright, back we go again. Would it be more efficient to grab multiple quests at once? Probably. I like doing them one at a time though. Just feels more organized. Even though I literally did both of the Sea Wasps quests at the same time because it was fun. In that case, it's because it was funny. Alright, I return. Hello, Atatrak. That'll teach those reavers that they reap what they sow. Rest assured in the knowledge you've made the sea safer for all. Alright, more jewelry that we already have. I'll take the gold. Ah, and it looks like Alis has another quest for us. Alis requires you to supply the lines of Tidegate. Guarding a wall so vast as Tidegate requires the manpower of 2 brigades, and maintaining a unified defense requires they act in tandem. This task has been entrusted to the brigades of the brothers Nortmon and Stalret, but yet I fear they hold each other in esteem far from fraternal, bickering over the slightest of unintended slights. And so I need to ask an outsider, namely you, to bring provisions to Nortmon of the north side and Stalret of the south side, to allay any appearance of impropriety. We've set aside 2 perfectly equal sets of rations for them, though you'll likely have your hands full convincing them of that. Yeah, no, I've dealt with them. They are, certainly a pair. Pair indeed. Alright, Nortmon, you're first. I am Nortmon Adventure. What business have you here? I have rations. Perfectly equal rations. Each serving contains 2 pieces of fish tack, dried herring, and a ginger cookie. No variation whatsoever. Ah, rations! An adventure bearing rations is always welcome. But I cannot help but think you bear even more rations for my brother's men. Why are they like this? They're just looking for reasons to hate each other. Here, Stalret, maybe you'll believe me. Actually, if you believe me, oh god. If you believe me, then that's the difference between the two of you. You could also find excuse to fight over. If you have come looking for Stalret, you found him. Now what of it? I bring you exactly equal rations to your brother. Ah, but what is this you have brought us? Salted fish? You insult my men with brine-soaked brill when my brother dines on the fresh fruits of the sea. I hate both of you, I hate both of you, I hate both of you so much. Oh my god. Alis? How do you put up with this? Truly, how? I take it you witnessed their silly sibling rivalry firsthand and now understand why some wonder whether the two can cooperate long enough to hold the wall. But nothing unites like a common enemy, and I have no doubts the brothers will set aside their petty differences when faced with a greater danger. I sure hope so. You've got another quest for me, Alis. Alis would call you to the wall once more. The Maelstrom needs your help. We would open South Tidegate to welcome a returning detachment, but doing so would expose us to the Sahagin. Thus, we aim to launch a diversionary attack along the north side and lure the Sahagin hordes away from the open gates. Seek out Northmoan at North Tide Gate. The offensive falls under his command. Alright, let's do it. Let's go create a distraction. Now are you going to cause problems, Northmoan? So you've come to help bail my beleaguered brother out from under trouble's foot once more? Very well, all you need to do is slay a pair of the skittish little sea slugs. That ought to summon the lot of them. Sea slugs. You're calling them sea slugs. I thought you were actually talking about sea slugs for a moment. Alright, Trench Tooth, let's do this. Just gotta take care of 2 of them. There's 1. And you'll be number 2. Fine, I can deal with a 3rd as well. And we've lost Juniper. That's fine. Alright, back to Alis. Hello there, Alis. Sure as rain, our subtle stratagem drew the southerly seasods away from the open gates. The men of the detachment send their gratitude. Excellent, good to hear. Final side quests for Western Lenosia. Hello, Falkbrita. Falkbrita would summon you to action. The Serpent Reavers leave us no choice. The risk of the crystals falling into Sahagin hands is too great for us to remain idle. It comes time to act. So many are the crystals that we have no means of recovering them. We can only hope to destroy them. While losing the crystals is regrettable, we have far more to lose should Leviathan be summoned. Our forces will bombard the Reavers, drawing them out of their den so that you might slip in with these makeshift bombs and destroy the crystals. The Serpent's Tongue lies beyond Tidegate and the Sahagin land base, at the very heart of the enemy encampment. Once again, back to the Serpent Tongue. Good to know that the crystals are still there and haven't been shipped deeper into the Sahagin territory. That certainly makes things easier for us. Alright, right back here, I see them. Let's try and land in the back, so we have a bit more stealth, though. We only have stealth if none of them have the intelligence to look up. And then again, how often do you see people on flying mounts come in to invade your home? Oh, yep, figures. Fair enough. I really should summon Juniper again, shouldn't I? Let's do that while I'm thinking about it. Hey, I participated in a fate technically, hooray! Okay, now then, where are the next crystals? Oh, are they gonna be up in the main structure? Probably. One down there. We'll take care of the ones upstairs first. Yeah, figures. Okay, now quickly blow that up before anyone else notices we're here. And more serpents, of course. We're never gonna get away. Alright, 1 box left. Let's do this. Blow those up. Clear out these remaining serpents, and then we can get safely back to base. Beautiful. Okay, let's move. Oh, that's a lot of serpents. What timing? Let us get out of here and back to Falkbreda. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to take care of a bit more than this today, but we are running up on an hour now. I only got like I'd say like 3/4 of the side quests I wanted to do done. So I'm not too sad that we're probably not going to do much more beyond this, but still. Our triumphant hero returns, and I imagine it will be some time before the Super Reavers and the Sahagin rear their ugly heads again. More importantly, we needn't worry about Leviathan rearing his head. The Maelstrom, and indeed all of Limsa owes you a debt of gratitude, and please send my regards to Radolf. Alright then, awesome, we can head back to Vesper Bay and report in. And that will probably be it for today. We made very good progress, we cleared a ton of quests, I just wish we could have gotten a few more. It's fine. We have plenty of time to take care of more side quests. But for now, at least we've done a lot to help out in Limsa and the Lenosia area. Ah, Satora, so good of you to return. Tales of your deeds precede you. Knowing Limsa lay in good hands allowed us to tend to matters of import elsewhere, but I am relieved to have you back with us all the same. Much work remains for the realm. Indeed it does. Alright, I'm probably going to go ahead and sell off all the money we got off screen. And next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we're going to take about a week break now. Just about a 1 week break. While I go ahead and get ready for the post-game of A Realm Reborn's base story. There's going to be about 2 weeks of content that we can take care of, including several optional dungeons, a lot of crafting, gathering, and fishing, 3 additional trials, the mandatory fights against the hard versions of Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan. We're going to get started on those relic weapons, we're going to get started on the first raid series. We've got a lot we're going to be doing over the next 2 weeks of episodes, but before that, we're taking a quick 1 week break just so I can start getting prepared. I will see everyone next time as we return to begin the post-game proper. See everyone next time for that.